Many believe if you dream big about what you'd like to achieve, it can actually happen. But what about those people whose dream doesn't appear to be big at all? While some would agree that dreaming big is a matter of perception, others seem to not put much thought into it at all. So, do you think dreaming big is specific to the individual? And is the concept of dreaming big different for everyone?
Dreaming big is free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything.
$3.99.
You can dream. I think it's important to dream big because you can always come down, but why not go for the whole gusto? Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes if someone says, I don't want to dream big because I don't want to be disappointed, but you don't know, put it out there in the universe. I'm a big believer in that.
I think a lot of people try to discourage it too. They always want people, you know, they say, humble yourself. You know, it's
right.
Like, humble yourself.
Right.
No. Nowadays, like I'm telling everybody, after what we've been through in this country, you put your dreams out, put it on a vision board, write it down, put it in your phone, do whatever you want to do, and the sky is the limit. You know, because the thing is, even if you don't hit that dream, you're going to get close to it.
That's right.
And so that's why I tell people, don't worry about humbling yourself.
Right.
Don't dim your light for nobody.
Nope.
You go on ahead, have that imagination, especially give it to children. Children need to understand, you know, their hopes and their dreams. And when they ask you questions, and you just be encouraging to them. Don't kill their dreams.
And you can also buddy up. Like, if I tell you what my dream is and you tell me, I can keep you in check. You know, like, what have you done today for your dream? What are you doing next month? Let's do something together that gets us a little closer. You don't even have to do it alone.
Yeah, you can have an accountability partner that, like, what are we doing on a daily basis to actually make our dreams come true? I love that. What do you guys think about people whose dreams may not be viewed as big dreams, but they're big for them? Like, there's people who are like, my greatest, me. Somebody could look at me and be like, she's a talk show host, she's an Emmy Award winner, an AACP, she's, you know, sold millions of records or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, my greatest dream of all would be to be a mom.
Yeah.
So somebody might look at that and be like, that's it? That's your greatest dream?
But
what do you
that's
guys
your
think about
dream.
that?
That's your dream.
That's your dream. And I think we should never stump on someone's dream. And I mean, I think sometimes, especially in this country, we try to look down on people based on, of course, status and, of course, money.
Yeah.
But when you look at certain people, like, say you're an Uber driver, and, you know, there are people that's like, you know, I want to be an Uber driver, and that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
You know how important that person is at 2 a.m. when you coming out the club and you need a ride home?
Absolutely.
You know, so I'm just trying to change my thought process when I see someone. I make sure I say thank you.
Oh,
When I see, like, a custodial worker, you know, thank you.
Yes.
So I think we have to change that
might
process.
be living out their dream.
Yes.
And maybe they're still in the process of their dream. Maybe their dream isn't to, you know, just clean the toilets, but actually to own a company that comes in and works for huge corporations, and we're the cleaning company that owns that. Or maybe I own a fleet of car services.
And it don't even have to be that big. Maybe they just want to buy a house and take care of their
That's it.
It's okay.
That's the dream.
Agreed.
I want to have a nice job that allows me to provide for my family and have a home that I can spend time with my children in. And that, to me, is a big, big dream. And a lot of us have lost sight of that kind of a big dream.
Yeah. We can have different dreams.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, check this one out, you guys. You know I love a good inspirational quote,
yes,
right?
you do.
Well, I recently saw one that really spoke to me. It basically says, you should stop fighting for someone who gave up on you so easily. So, ladies, if someone doesn't fight to make your relationship work, or do you think it means that they just don't care enough?
Yes, it's the movie. He's just not
that into you.
Yeah, I do believe that it depends. If you are fighting to get me back because you've screwed up, don't fight for me at all. Move away, walk away. You're actually blocking my blessing from another amazing man. So there's that. But I do think that if it's something simple, and let's say we got into a fight, I do want you to fight for me in an apology.
Yeah.
In something simple, not breaking my heart, cheating on me. You didn't stumble and fall in it. You know, like, we're not playing those games. But I do think that to some extent, yeah, I want a little fight. Fight for me.
Oh, yeah, I want to fight.
Yeah, if there's like another guy, would you want someone to fight for you if there was another guy involved?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you know, someone's really into you. I had a friend of mine who was dating two guys at the same time, and she liked them both.
Nice.
And one of them said, if you really want the other guy,
go
have him. And the other one goes, no, what can I do? what can I do to beat out that guy? And that's what you want. I was like, yes.
That's
he was willing
attractive.
to fight for her. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want someone to fight for you? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. I mean, men love competition anyway. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
good
it's
point.
always good to have that. It's like if you love something and it's worth fighting for, good.
Let's do it.
But I think also the second part of this, you know, you should stop. That's the first part. Fighting for someone who is giving up on you.
For sure.
That is just that's just like that self-assessment of, girl, you wasting your time.
And your boundaries.
Exactly.
And your boundaries.
So that's very, very important.
Yeah.
Imagine fighting for somebody who continues to cheat on you. Imagine fighting for somebody who continues to embarrass you.
No.
Imagine fighting for somebody who, like, that's where this goes so wrong.
Yeah.
And I get that in this case. Like, you should not be fighting for somebody who doesn't even care.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
I agree.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Well, up next, I came across a recent discussion online where one user stated, I'm mentally checked out of life. What's wrong with me?
Oh, Lord.
With everything that's taken place in the world over the past couple of years, many users actually agreed and expressed that they felt the same way. So, ladies, have you ever been mentally checked out? And if so, how did you handle it?
I think it's okay. I think especially
normal.
nowadays in the life that we've been leading in the last 2 years, you have to check out. And sometimes I hit a wall, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And if someone doesn't understand, like, you know what, I need some me time, I need to just sit quietly, you have to be able to check out. I think it's okay.
You're literally saying, she's like, I want to schedule my checkout.
Yeah.
You're saying I should be able to say, hi, everybody, I'm checking out
right now.
This is what's going on right now. I need to check out.
Yeah, and I hope you understand, and I hope you'll give me that peace.
Absolutely.
I was wondering, what does it mean, mentally check out? I mean, I know, because I think sometimes it's like in phases that it happens.
Yeah.
It says when you're wondering thoughts at night, fear of situations turning out wrong, that's mentally checked out. Everything is boring, isolated from people, and it's a don't care attitude. Those are signs of being mentally checked out. I mean, I also think it's like when you just stop caring. You just on autopilot. You like, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Life is so full of surprises, and you have to stay focused in it. That's the reason why I always do the meditation and the mindfulness, because it's real easy to check out, and you check out and you miss something that could have changed your life. So that's why it's always important.
I agree. And also tell a friend if you're like, you know what, I need a mental checkout, but if you don't hear from me in 2 days, come check on me.
Check in.
Yeah, check in on me.
I'm checking
and
out,
I think
but
it's okay because now times are tough.
Yeah.
You can say to someone that you trust, listen, I need to check out, but check on me.
And sometimes if you find yourself, if you say, I'm mentally checked out, like you said, call your friend and try to do something for others.
Yeah.
You know, give yourself some space to take away time from what you are not thinking about, but maybe sometimes I can go and help you, and that'll snap you back.
Let's keep it real, though. On an everyday basis, I think everyone checks out at some point or another. Whether it's from exhaustion, whether it's from thinking about all the other things that you have going on in your life and in your world, personal or not. Sometimes we be in these convos, Garcelle's like, I checked out. I don't even know what we were talking about anymore.
I can tell. I'll be like,
but that's, guys, that's real.
Have you ever driven home and you're like, how did I get here?
That is not okay.
It's not okay.
No, but it happens,
Because you're autopilot. You know where to turn. You know what.
You're on autopilot. Y'all ever been in a preaching? And you don't know what that preacher has said. And you watched intently the whole time like this, but you literally mentally were somewhere completely different.
That's what I
It happens to me when I'm either exhausted, when I'm overwhelmed, and I know this sounds crazy. I also check out if I'm really, really happy about something. I find myself daydreaming about it. If you're like in love or you're excited about something that's coming up, you'll just sit there and the conversation will be going and you're like, oh, it's my turn to read the prompter. That's honest. It happens on a day-to-day. So I want people to not think that checking out is this terrible, awful thing. It happens. I think the key is to snap out of it when it's necessary and still stay focused on the everyday things that we have to get done.
I think it's too mental. It's like the happy checkout, and then it's the one that
there's the
you need to get some
checked out
rest.
of life.
Right.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.